All right, we are shifting our focus now again to the latest coming in from France, and those are the visuals, live visuals, in fact, that we are getting for our viewers right now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with French President Emmanuel Macron, and we can also see External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar with him. A short while ago, we saw visuals of Diaspora greeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi after he inaugurated the consulate there. We already have an embassy in Paris. A consulate, in fact, was jointly inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi and French President Macron a short while ago. Let's go across to Srinjoy, my colleague who is joining us. In fact, Rishabh is also joining us right now. Rishabh, over to you. Can you bring us up to speed with what is happening right now?
So what we are seeing right now on the screens is at the consulate being inaugurated. And remember, the joint statement has come in just moments ago, and these are big takeaways from the joint statement. You know, while Prime Minister is in France, many looked at from the AI lens, but there are big ticket announcements as well. The joint statement has just come in, and we are just bringing out few of the aspects from the joint statement. India has formally invited France to take a closer look at Pinaka MBRL, which is an indigenously made equipment. Now, the joint statement suggests that.
So to have a port management there, and to have the ability after that to go to the different part of Europe. And Marseille is the entry point of cables. Two-thirds of the connectivity and electrical cables arriving in Europe goes through France. And Marseille is one of the biggest hubs. Energy, and IMEC will channel a lot of energy to Marseille, but we have as well a project coming from Spain and Portugal, Barmed, and a project coming from Morocco. And obviously, all the shipping business and all the different equipment, goods, consumer products, and so on. So it makes a lot of sense to have Marseille as this entry point for the European business, with India on the opposite side, and to have the corridor IMEC in order to secure all the connectivity for the whole region.
And from here, if we can extend up to Vietnam and Myanmar, we can do it.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yes. And we believe, as India is driving very fast, there are many exports from India that will be going through this IMEC corridor to Europe and also to the US. The big question mark will be, when will the railway be ready from, say, the UAE all the way to Haifa?
They have already started the work. Saudi has also done it.
Do you believe it's a question of a couple of years?
It's very difficult to say because there are so many pressure in this western India, western part of the world.
Because we will be able to save around 10 to 15 days if we use the rail versus going by sea through the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
वहाँ से बन चुका है.
Because today we go through the Suez Canal. This will be much faster.
Leaders, we just heard them talking about the India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor, and talking about, as far as its current status and how important it is going to be for both India as well as France. For more on this, let me go back to my colleague Rishabh, who continues to be with us right now. Rishabh, it's important, what both the leaders, Prime Minister Modi and French President Macron, were talking about this India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor, a very, very important economic corridor that aims to bolster, in fact, economic development, in this particular region. Give us more details.
Well, French President and Prime Minister Modi were speaking at the inauguration of the Indian Consulate in Marseille, and a very important important. Given that Marseille is very strategically placed in Mediterranean Sea, this consulate becomes very important. And as we have been talking, that it's not only a consulate that matters, it is important that India's presence in Marseille is seen as multidimensional. IMEC is something that President Macron just spoke about, Prime Minister Narendra Modi seconded it. And
for just one, that won't be sufficient. And it will also depend on where the shipments are coming from, whether it's from the north, whether it's from the east or the south. We'll have to look at different ports accordingly.
Because we understand that you are putting the emphasis on Vadavan, the new terminal.
That will be the biggest terminal in India.
So for you, this will be because we are looking at becoming one of the investors in Vadavan terminal. And what is good about Vadavan is you will be able to send big ships with deep draft.
Vadavan is my first priority.
And this is also in the next coming years that it will be ready.
Well, it's too early to say. But as soon as possible, we would like to do it.
I don't know if Mr. President, Your Excellency, would like to ask questions or more information from our side.
My first requirement is maximum seafarers from India. So nowadays, we are most probably 10th in the world. We want to be there in first 2 or first 3.
We will do 1,000. We have our commitment. We will do
1,000 is a small number.
For India is small, but for us. No, but definitely, I very much believe in India, and the timing is perfect. And we would like to be your partner.
Well, you are most welcome.
And what do you need in order to do faster and more?
We are interested in building ships in Asia, and if we are in a position to do so, we
are open for help. Please come to send your team. My team will sit with them. Whatever your requirements are there, whatever the rules and regulations are there, how to work together, we'll find out a way.
But we will do faster.
Yeah.
Definitely more.
Yeah.
So our two ambassadors will follow up that.
Yeah, Mr. will look into it.
Yeah. So we'll do it. And I suggest with the technical teams. And we will, if we have specific requirements, let us know, and we will convey and we will accelerate. And it will be a very good, important to be a contributor to the.
As soon as possible, I have already instructed my team is here. They will do the follow-up.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
And they can bring partners as well afterwards.
Thank you.
We have the president who is also going to be pushing us.
So we will go faster, and for Marseille, for Mers as well.
Thank you.
On est bon? You want to add something? Christophe sur le port. Monsieur le maire.
Et des rendez-vous l'année prochaine lors de votre visite.
If I may, Your Excellency, Mr. President, our foundation is also very active in India. India as a strategic country for us. And we have partnered with 2 major NGOs in India, Salam Balek and CRY. And on the humanitarian field, we have sent during COVID a whole plane full of oxygen units. So we are really very committed to India.
मैं आपका बहुत आभारी हूँ कि उस कठिन समय में आपने हमारी मदद की. मैं जरूर आपका बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ.
I'm very grateful to you for all the assistance that you have provided us, especially during the COVID pandemic.
And we can say that we have a timeline next year when I will come to India.
We will go forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have a next stage, and we could have a business forum based on IMEC. It could be a great occasion in India.
The IMEC is our first priority.
Same. And Gérard Mestrallet on our side as well is coordinating the work. So we make sure that they are involved.
Okay. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, so those are the visuals that we are getting right now from France, and Prime Minister Modi and French President Macron were looking at a presentation on India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor. Let me straight away go across to Professor Nalapat, who is joining us on the broadcast this afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. I want to understand, for the benefit of our viewers, the importance of this visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the port city Marseille, and also how it is a strategic gateway of India. What do you make of the comments that we just heard? The commentary we got, what Prime Minister Modi was talking about as far as this very important strategic corridor is concerned for India.
Look, I want to tell you that Marseille was among the first territories of occupied France to be taken over, and where the German Nazis were removed. And that was due almost entirely to Indian soldiers in the British Indian Army. There were about 2 million of them in that war, just as there were about 2 million of them in World War I, fighting on the side of the Allies against their enemies. So I'd like to say that the role of Indian soldiers has been exceptional. And I'm also like to say that throughout, our soldiers, sailors and airmen have shown that they are among the top, if not the best, definitely in my view, the top three. And in my personal view, I don't want to say it, but it is definitely they are the best soldiers, sailors and airmen any country could have. That is why India is such a valued security partner. That is why you are seeing that the United States and India have had more joint military exercises than either with any other country in the world. The US and India with each other more than with any other country. Now you can understand why the Russians are asking us to buy their Sukhoi 57. Which is a very high-performance fifth-degree aircraft. Should we do that, then we are locked into the Russian defense system for the next 10 years, which is exactly what Russia and China want.
Right. To
ensure that India and the US never get locked into a security system. And buying this Russian equipment, top of the line. Now, the point is, Prime Minister Modi is surely going to tell President Trump, his good friend, that look, the Russians are not offering us 4.5 gen technology. They're offering us 5 gen technology.
Right.
And we are security partners of yours. So offer us the best technology and we'll buy from you. And also, very importantly, where India is concerned, it's an ideal platform for co-production.
Right.
Because once we enter into a formal security alliance, and the relevant protocols to secrecy, etc., which actually we have, the foundation agreements, India will be by far the best platform, offshore platform for US defense companies to build in. Thank you.
Important points you've made, Professor Madhav Nalapat. Appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. With this, we will slip into a very, very short break. We'll be back with lots more. Stay with us.